Can't you get these on like just preset all the time? Just how or have to get to fuck with the knobs every time? I guess.
Wow, because I chuck it in a thing, right?
Chucking in a damn thing.
Chuck it in the box.
Check it out. Try it out. Try it out.
Yeah, I mean, I can edit it after as long as it's close enough, which it's close enough.
I'm sure it was close enough from the last go-to, but I was content.
It took 2 seconds.
All right, well, yeah.
Maybe this one's fucked, and we'll find out.
We'll find out now because now we're just talking about sound.
That's all there is in the podcast,
God.
man. That's all there is.
Audio, video, AV monitors.
Yep.
It's all the technical stuff. Hey!
Yes?
Welcome back to Dumpster Talk, Mike. This is Justin talking to you.
I am Mike Smith.
Yeah, we're here. We're here.
This is Dumpster Talk.
Yep.
Sorry about the little break. We've been lazy and...
That shit happens, man. Like, I don't know. We both had something to do last Friday, I guess, and that's when we typically
I worked
record.
all weekend.
Yeah, that's what it was. And I don't like... I want to have some...
Well, you're working evenings now.
Yeah.
So that's a huge pain in the ass.
Well, I'm not working...
For the podcast.
Not working Fridays at all, though.
Yeah, but that's one day.
Yeah, I know, but it's a big deal for me. I'm only doing 4-day weeks, so that is... Whew, that's where you want to be, baby. No matter how bad it is on Monday, you get there, you're just like, hey, there's only 3 days left. It's not... I don't even worry about it now.
Even on Mondays.
Yeah, because on that Monday is daunting. You're like, I got 4 more days of this?
Yeah.
Now it's just 3 plus 3. I can do that standing on my head, man. This is no problem. So, yeah, it's where I want to be for sure. Easy call. And I might get like a 5-year contract where I just do that forever.
Forever.
Nights.
But then you get 3 days off, right? So you get Friday, Saturday, Sunday off?
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. And then Monday, I work Monday night. So like I can go golfing on Monday if I want, or Sunday.
What's the hours? Like what time do you go
I
into
start
work?
at 6 p.m. and go till 2 a.m.
All right.
Yeah. And then I just come home.
I like my evenings, man.
But I don't wake up to an alarm. That's the number one thing. Like it's an alarm for me. Waking up to an alarm is like that's the worst way you could ever start your day, and it makes me miserable for the whole long day.
All right.
So that is like
for you, it's happy. It's
sleeping
bliss.
exactly till when I want, getting up and eating what I want. I can go work out or clean the house up and then go to work.
No one going to tell me what to do.
Nobody. And I only sleep because I typically only sleep like 6 hours, right? So
you come home at 2 a.m., stay up till the sun comes
up.
So
till about 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You hear birds chirp and go,
it's getting bright out there. We better hit the bed.
Yeah.
So
wait till the weird yoga guys come on the TV.
Well, I don't have cable, so anything weird on TV is my responsibility.
I get off work at like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Come home and I'd see the yoga guys and I'd just watch a bit of it. So like, this will put me to sleep. I wouldn't do anything.
Yeah. No, of course not. Why would you do that?
Yeah. I probably should have. Yoga's pretty good, but...
No. Well, I wouldn't knock it. I wouldn't do anything for me. I can't just sit there and call it a workout.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. The people are pretty fucking sweaty after it.
Yeah, and hot yoga. Yeah. I'm sweating after you. Just stretching, you're sweating. Standing on one leg and you're sweating. That's because you don't work out and you do yoga. That's why you're sweating, because you know you're in bad shape.
I don't know. I'm pretty sure that if you went and did yoga, you'd be destroyed by it.
I'd be sore, but I wouldn't be sweaty. It wouldn't be like, it's not like running cardio or something. I'd be fine.
That's still pretty tough. It's not cardio, but it's
it's nothing. It's just sitting around stretching. It's more. I think it's more of a mindful experience and stuff like that.
Yeah, that is also that.
Yeah, I mean that's what the idea is.
True.
It's supposed to be a relaxation and a workout. When you're supposed to be working out, you can meditate on your own time.
That's what. Yeah, that's exactly what meditation is. Meditate on your own time.
On your own. Yeah, not in a group. How do you meditate in a group of people? Sitting around with like 20 people in a room, like
listening to farts.
Yeah. Oh God. And like you're wearing. How could you concentrate while you're wearing like?
Oh God.
Yoga
meditate
pants
on your own time.
Yeah. And some guy with a ponytail in front of you, like, yeah, I'm gonna meditate right now. Sure.
I used to have a ponytail.
Oh, I know.
I'm gonna grow that back.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
I'm still. I have one friend with long hair. Well, he finally cut it off, but it was serious. Like he didn't understand me when I was going. Like, dude, you're actually upsetting me. I don't want to be seen in public with you. I don't like this.
Really?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You can't be seen with somebody but you walk around with a mustache all day.
Yeah, mustache is fucking sweet, dude. Like a fucking ponytail. You kidding me? A man with a ponytail? What are you doing? Get out of town,
right.
Jerk. Look like I'm a complete jerk off. Forgive me. I'm gonna take off my hat here.
Yeah, you didn't have to tell anyone you were doing that.
Well, I thought I was gonna like give me mic interference, but it's just headphone interference.
Yeah, this is the mic.
I don't.
These are the headphones.
I'll leave the technicals to you, okay, pal?
You got it.
I'm the face. I told you.
It's true. It's true.
So
have you ever watched? We're gonna get into that.
We're gonna get into that. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But have you watched? I binge watched Atypical. Have you seen that show?
Yeah, the autistic kid.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what it was. I loved that show. I think I loved hating the mom the whole time.
Yeah,
That
it's not bad. I like that Mark Ruffalo. Is that his name? No,
Michael Rappaport.
Michael Rappaport. That's the one.
Yeah, he's good in it.
He's definitely a character of his own. Like he can't act. Basically, he's just playing himself. That's all he's done. He's
I don't
never
know.
been able
He plays
to
he plays like the kind of dumb but super
in everything
caring dad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen him do anything but like.
He was in a
stand up. Maybe is he a stand up comedian?
Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't think he's a comedic actor. Maybe doesn't stand up. But I've seen him do. He was in a TV show where he played a teacher. It's pretty good.
Yeah,
it was like kind of like I think after Dangerous Minds came out, they're like, oh, we should make a show about this kind of thing. So he played like underprivileged school, and he was a teacher in it.
He was a teacher.
It was like an all black school, and he was a teacher. And
I don't know. I just really got into that show, and because it's Netflix, and I had a day off, I was like, I'm binging this.
Yeah. It's a pretty, I think it was a pretty cool show. I don't know if like when you show like a high functioning autistic kid like that, because he's very high functioning.
See, I don't know anyone with autism, so or on the spectrum, I guess. But I mean, probably
they're putting like a charming spin on something that is devastating. I mean, and this is my perspective. I obviously I'm still naive to all this stuff.
I don't know. I think they might be humanizing people like that, which is good.
It's a step in the right direction, but at the same time, when you're using it, it's just like, oh, it's not that big a deal. He just thinks differently. Like, okay, that's fine too, but there are families out there that are devastated by this disorder.
They're struggling to get by, right?
There's families that have to have like apartments adjacent to their own kids with a caretaker in there.
Yeah,
and then I don't want maybe
they talk about like in the show they talk about like they talk about the hard times they've gone through, and now it's like him sort of more blossoming, I guess, and like finding his way.
Because I think even in the show they talked about how he didn't speak for like 3 years or something like that.
Yeah, and they talk about some different shit like that. It's what's crazy to me is that I attach to more of like I know it's centered around him. He's kind of like that's the pitch of the show, right? But all the other characters are awesome. Yeah,
I think that actor that kid is. Sorry, I'm jumping off you there, but
that's right.
That kid is quite old.
Probably.
He was in that movie, It's Kind of a Funny Story, with Zach Galifianakis. I
haven't seen that yet. I want to watch that because I saw it.
Yeah, your wife's into it big time. She loves that movie, yeah.
I know Kay loves it. I haven't seen it. It's on my list of things I want to watch.
But he plays like a 16-year-old in it, and that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, he's probably pretty old. He was in that.
He's got to be like 35.
United States of Terror. He was a teenager in that.
I never seen that. I heard that was good too. That's where she's schizophrenic or something, right?
Yeah, she's got like multiple personalities. Yeah. It was great. It was actually a really good show.
It's supposed to be pretty funny too,
and
right?
It got cut, and then it was really funny. Yeah. But it was done well. Like that Toni Collette chick did a really good job.
I don't know.
It was very believable.
I remember the name Toni Collette, but don't know her name. Don't know her face.
Really?
Toni Collette? Nah. I don't know.
Oh, the main chick in it anyway.
Main chick.
Brie Larson was the kid in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then that dude. I don't know his name.
Oh, I'm not gonna think who's Brie Larson because I'm thinking of
Captain Marvel, man.
Oh, Brie Larson. Okay.
Room.
Yeah. Yep. I know the one. I know the one.
Other stuff like that.
I was thinking of the other one that she's in Community, and she's just gorgeous. What the hell her name is? Good Lord.
Gillian.
Oh, that's Gillian Jacobs, but I'm talking about the other beautiful girl.
Brie Larson.
No, that's.
Oh wait.
Alison Brie.
Alison Brie.
There we go.
Brie Larson.
Yes, no,
the
stupid.
Name that I shit. Well, this is probably the most amount of beers I've had to do the podcast.
Really, just 2?
Well, I had wine before I got over here too.
Some wine before you came over.
Yeah, a little bit of wine.
We're gonna get you absolutely hammered on one. That'll be fun. We can just get you right smashed.
Yeah, no,
just mouthing off about your family and shit.
Can't wear shoes when I get that hammered. I'm just like fucking can't walk. Taking clothes off.
Yeah. I haven't seen you getting hammered in a long time. Long time.
Yeah, you were saying that in Greece.
No.
Yeah,
I know. It's. I don't remember you ever being really drunk ever.
There's been a couple times. I definitely was at least once since we've been home. I don't remember where we were though.
Mm-hmm. But by the time you're drunk, apparently like you and Kate were walking home and you couldn't even make it. Like you just like collapsed on the sidewalk.
Oh, that was earlier this summer.
Yeah. So that would have been fun to see.
Where were we? We were at the Mustache Club or something.
Yeah, and I took off early that night or something. So
yeah. We tried to make it back here. We got to like the end of the street.
You're like 3 driveways away.
We need to get a cab. She's like, we're almost there. And I was like, I just I don't remember this. I just laid down on the sidewalk.
That's despicable.
I laid down on the sidewalk and was like, no. And apparently I was able to function and get an Uber to come.
Because if you didn't have a girlfriend, you would have made it. But because you have a dependent or something.
I don't know. That wouldn't have been the first time I slept on a sidewalk. I've slept on a sidewalk before. So
isn't there a story where you like slept in a phone booth or something, and didn't you eat a hot dog you found a hot dog in a phone booth?
There's nothing to do with a hot dog.
Okay.
I did sleep in a phone booth though. I slept in a phone booth, and I slept on a sidewalk in Montreal.
A phone booth doesn't even provide any real shelter, because isn't there like a 4-inch gap from the ground where you're exposed anyway? Like phone booths don't go all the way to the ground.
It was in front of the like no frills, so it was underneath like a canopy, and I didn't really sleep in the phone booth. Like I was like laying near a phone booth underneath like and like
Jesus.
It wasn't even a long time. Like we partied till like we left Wally's at like fucking 5:30 in the morning, and I got picked up at 7.
Thank God you're a boy, eh? All of us. Like,
okay.
You can't be a girl just get hammered and it's like, I sleep in this phone booth. No problem there.
Yeah.
Ain't no one gonna harass me.
Yeah, no one in Oshawa was gonna bug me. Terrible, man.
I've met plenty of girls that do think like that. They still made it through okay, but at the same time, they had guys pulling them through and helping them.
Did I tell the story of waking up on a sidewalk in Montreal?
Not on this.
Not on this?
Not on this. I think I've heard it through friends. Please indulge.
That one I woke up at 9 a.m., which is like the sun's been up for a while. That's sleeping in if you're sleeping on a sidewalk. I woke up. It was kind of starting to rain in front of a church to a cop.
Why is nobody helping you?
Leaning over. I woke up to a cop leaning over, yelling at me in French. That's how I woke up. And I was like, whoa, and I was like wet. I had like camo shorts, like cargo shorts on, and a black hoodie.
Those. Yeah.
And he's like yelling at me. And the only word in English he's saying is shelter. And I was like, no. So I'm saying like the two streets that I know, which I don't remember what they were. It was probably like Saint Denis and something, whatever. And Rue Saint Denis and whatever, Saint Catherine's or something. And that's where all our friends were staying. So I'm saying that. And he's like, no. Like shelter over this, like get in the car. And he's like opening the door to the cop car. Like trying to get, and I'm like, I'm not fucking homeless. Like I have a cell phone. I pull out like my cell phone. I had like the Motorola Razr at the time.
Cell phones don't really prove much the homeless community though. Like you can have a cell phone and be homeless.
I guess so, maybe. So I pull my wallet out. I'm like Ontario, like, and I pull my cell phone out. I'm like, I have a cell phone. Like I'm not homeless.
You could have pulled out like
there.
Your student card or something. What would you pull out to show? How do you prove you're not homeless? Really? Like how do you prove it?
I don't know. Yeah, like I pulled my driver's license out and was like I have a home.
What if you got punched in the mouth and then you couldn't talk? You just ended up in a shelter. It's like, no, fine, I swear.
Yeah.
This guy's got the meth mouth. Get him into the shelter.
I got a lot of shit over that one from everybody. I know that.
They're shooting you up with methadone. I swear I'm fine. I think I'll stay here a couple weeks.
Everything's cool.
People have ended up in the homeless community just for one bad night.
Have you ever been in a drunk tank?
Yeah, twice.
What for?
One time I was in Whistler, and we were outside of this bar, and we find 2 skateboards like outside of a bar at Tommy Africa's, I think the bar was. Mm-hmm. And I guess these dudes stashed their skateboards under a tree. And we were coming out, and I think my friend Scott had stashed something under the tree too. And then he finds these 2 skateboards. He's like, "Hey man, 2 free decks." We're like, "Okay,
cool."
And I'm like, "Hey, check this out." And we're standing in front of a hotel. I'm like, "Free bear." And it's like a 5-foot tall wooden bear. It's like 150 pounds. And I'm like,
like those like chainsaw carved ones.
Yeah. I like bang, throw it over my shoulder. And now we're skateboarding away. And I got it on us.
You know how much those are?
Oh yeah.
Thousands.
Yeah. So we got it on a skateboard and now we're rolling away with it. And we're like, dude, this is too much. Like we got like a 10-kilometer ride.
This is grand larceny.
Yeah. So I'm just like, let's call a cab. Oh, no, I'm not worried about the stealing of it. I'm worried about the transportation of it.
Oh, because I'm too lazy to
So
do
we
this.
call the cab, and this cab picks us up, and we get in, and he's like, "Hey, did you steal that bear?" We're like, "No, this bear's with us, man." He's like, "Okay." So we get into the cab, and then the cab is getting calls being like, "We have reports of a stolen bear. Someone's getting into a cab with a bear." And the cab driver's like, "You told me you didn't steal that bear." We're like, We didn't, man." He's like, "Look, I'm not going to call the cops. Just get the fuck out of my cab." And we're like, "Oh, man, come on, we'll pay it again." He's like, "Just get out of my cab." So we get out of the cab.
Me, my friend, and the bear.
Oh no, me, my two friends and the bear.
Oh, okay.
We all get out. We all get out of the.
The bear's with us, man.
Yeah. So we get out and we bring the bear with us. And my friend Scott's so mad, he takes the bear and whips it into the forest. He's like, "Got us fucking stuck out here," because now it's like you can't get a cab for miles where we are.
Yeah.
We're like, shit. So I'm like all mad at him. I go back into the forest. I dig the bear back out, put it back on a skateboard, start wheeling it home. Now, because I'm incapacitated, I'm trying to wheel this bear home. I'm way behind my two friends. About maybe, like, say, a quarter kilometer I'm behind them. And we're going through a plaza or like a parking lot or something.
You already had skateboard decks? Like they had one?
They had one or two. So now we have
found two.
Yeah. So I have a skateboard deck and I got the bear on it. And we're pushing through this parking lot. The cops pull up. Two cruisers pull up. And they're just like, "Fucking drop the bear. We're like, no. It's like, what's going on? This is fine. It's fine. I just figured it's going to be like, give me the bear back. Fuck off, go home.
Yeah.
They slam me on the hood. They rough me up good. And when in doing so, the bear's rolling away. I'm like, no! And it falls and the nose breaks off. And I'm like, shit. So like I go over with them, pick up the bear and stuff. They're like, "Did you damage this?" I'm like, "No, you damaged it when this happened." And they put the nose of the bear in my pocket. Yeah.
Really?
Handcuffed me and took me into the drunk tank. And then when we get there, they're just like, "Oh, and by the way, he damaged the bear." And they're like filling out my papers. I'm like, "No, you damaged the bear." Like, shut up. And so
they pinned it on you.
Yeah, they pinned it on me. I even did that one dumb thing where I tried to do the Houdini. I tried to take the cuffs and put them. I'm cuffed
Under
behind my
your
back.
ass,
Try to put under my ass. But what happens is, I didn't know this. If you try to do that, you'll get it down past your ass, and you can't get them back up. Under no circumstances, unless you're.
Really?
You can't get them back up. You are stuck. So they are laughing at me because I'm in the back seat and they know what I'm trying to do. Because you get them down behind your knees, you're like, "Oh, this is going to happen." And then you try to bring them back up, you're like, "Oh, shit."
And you're stuck.
They are not coming back up.
So you're hunched over in the back seat.
And they told me through the whole police station, just like screaming in pain because all the strain is on your wrist now. And I'm hunched way down over. Trying to keep it like behind my knees, is like just like wobble like a penguin.
You faster than you can walk.
Yeah, and they're just killing me. My hands are cut up bad, and they throw me into the drunk tank, and it's all French graffiti on the walls. I guess a lot of French guys get good in the drunk tank. I was by myself, luckily, because it can get really nasty in there. And then next morning they just let me out, and they go like, "Okay, so here's the damage to the bear. You owe this," and I just like didn't do anything about it. I'm just like, "We need you to give an apology to this. We need you to do that. We need you to do this." And like, "Yeah, sure, I'll do all that stuff." Never did anything about it. Walked out of the drug tank.
That was it.
Nothing. Never did a thing about it. Got away with it.
Should we cut this part?
No, that's fine. I think the statute of wooden bear theft in 2002 or 2001, I'm okay.
It's far too late.
I'm okay. It's been a long time since then. I talk about it like it just happened.
I don't think it matters if it's been a long time, though.
That's fine. They glued the nose back on. Got their bear back.
True.
Of the nonsense that happened in that Whistler Village, it was mild, man. we were pulling a lot of shit, and we're just like, this is still nothing.
What was the other time you went to the drunk tank?
Just in Whippy somewhere for nothing. I don't even remember what it was. I think there's a weird cop and then Whippy that he got put on. I might like call it administrative leave, like paid leave for like 10 years. He was in the newspaper.
Because of you?
No, just because of the shit he would pull. And he would just walk into the bar and just tow out. He would tow my friend all the time. He'd harass my friend Rick nonstop. He would just walk into the bar, be like, you're under arrest. Tow him outside, cuff him, drive him up to like coffee time, drop him off in the middle of nowhere and just be like, fuck you. And he would just do weird shit like this all the time.
Really?
Yeah. And so the article was about him was like, no one would partner with the guy. He was on paid leave for like 10 years. He'd been written up a pile of times. Finally, he just got fired. That's what the article was about.
Wow. Like finally someone busted him
and
for
I saw his picture in the article. I'm like, that's that fucking guy that would just harass us all the time, just cause shit. So I spent the night in the drunk tank because of that. A bunch of our friends spent the night in the drunk tank. Like you would get our friend Mark got put in the drunk tank for jaywalking.
Wow.
Yeah, just shit like that. But
I remember people at my school got a bunch of jaywalking tickets once.
Yeah,
because they wouldn't let us smoke. Well, back then I smoked, but they wouldn't let us smoke on school property. Sure, I get that. And then we'd have to cut across the street, but the street, it was like there was no lights there, so it was like they'd have to just cut across the street, and then you cut across the street, and then a cop gave you a jaywalking ticket. We're like, this is fucking, it's like a fucking ring.
What's going on with cops sometimes? A coworker told me a story yesterday of a cop that was following her for over an hour. Like, if anyone's familiar with the Toronto area, followed her all the way from, I guess, Markham.
Cop followed a girl?
Yeah, it was my buddy's mom, or a coworker's mom of mine. So,
yeah.
Followed her all the way from Markham to, like, Mississauga. About an hour drive.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was 12:01 midnight when this cop finally pulled her over. He said, what? Okay. And she's like 2 streets from her house. Pulls over and he goes, yeah, your tag is expired. Your license plate tag is expired. By 1 minute.
Wow.
1 minute. Because
he waited till it was
and
like
that's
September
why
to October or whatever the fuck it was.
You followed her the whole time.
Fucking horseshit, man.
You imagine
That's
that?
a weaselly thing to do, man.
Yeah.
A fucking weasel.
There's just cops. I don't know. Like, there's some cops that just, obviously, I know there's great cops out there, and other ones are just, I mean, why would you want that job anyway? Why would you why would you want to be a cop? Unless you actually want to make a difference. Or,
I think there are people that do that. Like, I think there are good cops, obviously.
But that's got to be, that's going to be a smaller percentage of guys who just want to be cops because they think it's fucking cool. Want to carry a gun, want to be badasses. They think it's going to be badass being a professional tattletale. Like, it's just, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't do that.
And there's also on the other end, it's just a good job to have. And another, it's like, it's a good, reliable job for the rest of your life. You are always going to be employed.
The pay and the pension and the whatever. Like, yeah. It's not like you're what's it called? Like, when you risk your employment or whatever. Like, your job security.
You're not going to get late. Yeah,
your job security is great, right?
And I've met great cops. I got out of a GO station, hammer drunk. I got out of the wrong GO station. I got out in like Scarborough one time, thinking I was like missed my stop, and I was in Scarborough. I'm like, oh no, hey guys, where's the closest like cab stand? My phone is dead, and the cop is like, what are you doing out here? I'm like, and I might have been around like where the Galloway boys are or something, right? And this cop is just like, what? Galloway boys is a gang out,
okay,
like in Toronto, Scarborough area.
Yeah,
and I'm in a bad area. And this cop was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm not from here. I'm from Whippy. I got to get back there. I just thought I missed my stop. And he's like, dude, just get in the car. And he just drove me all the way to Whippy.
Wow. Yeah. That's awesome.
That's just a good cop.
I think there are lots of good cops. It's the shitty, rotten ones that just give everyone
those are the stories that stand out. So whenever I tell a shit story, I try to mix it in with a nice story.
Because the nice ones, it's just like, it's not hilarious.
They're unsung.
It's not why would you tell that story? It's like, oh, this cop was really nice. He did his job.
That's a non-event, right?
Yeah.
You see, all you see is police brutality on TV. You don't see any cops as being awesome.
Yeah, this cop went and did his job.
And you'll see like the dumb ones where like, this cop skateboarded with some teenagers. Is like, yeah, that's fine and dandy. But like, show some footage of a cop actually doing a really good job of pulling someone over for a speeding ticket, being cordial and nice, and having the person understand why they're getting this ticket.
50 of those happen, and then there's an asshole, and you show that on TV.
That's the story you get. Yeah.
So, oh, it's shit, man. Yeah. And that's one thing that like it's weird in like in hockey with like defensemen. So not to get back on hockey for a long time, but defensemen are like the best defensemen if they're not like scoring goals and stuff. You don't hear their name.
Oh, that's true.
Like, you don't hear their name at all. It's like, hey, during that game, did you hear that guy's name? No, he was a great defenseman. If you hear a defenseman's name, it's because he fucked up. It's because someone got around him, because he, other than that.
That's interesting. Yeah,
I think cops have the same thing. You don't hear about them, so they do something fucking wrong. It's kind of shitty.
Yeah, well, that's the job.
That's the job.
Why would you want that job?
I couldn't do that job. I couldn't do it.
Same as why would you want to be a goalie? Like, I would never a goalie.
Yeah.
Why would you want to be a goalie?
I couldn't handle that pressure, man.
It's horrible. That's the worst job in sports, to be the goalie. I mean, especially in soccer.
Goalie in soccer, it just someone's about to kick, and you go, "Well, am I going to jump left or am I going to jump right?"
Are they within 30 feet of me? Well, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
30 feet.
They just jump one way, and the ball just goes the other, and you're like, "Ah, fuck."
I can't believe soccer's a world-renowned sport. Where it's like, Jesus, this is 2 to 3, 1 to 3, 0 to 3.
Yeah,
that's the best. Like a 2 to 3 game, that's a red hot game. Like, that's
and you play that video game that's it's the cars with the ball. What the fuck they call it?
Oh, Rocket League.
Rocket League.
It does show how rare scoring is.
Well, you score more than that.
Well, probably.
Imagine that was real though. That'd be sick.
Well, yeah. That'd be great.
Yeah.
That'd be just be great.
Just ripping fucking like sweet vans around and shit.
I'm surprised. Yeah, there should be like demolition derbies. I'm surprised that's not like the number one sport.
Yeah.
Demolition derbies, like just carnage, gladiator guys dying all over the place.
See that? Yeah. But the minute like,
yeah, I mean,
rules have to show up, right?
Well, there's guys that'll go out there and die for $1 million. I guarantee it. There's tons.
I feel like UFC guys are doing that every day.
They're getting, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I know there's rules, but like, there's always a chance.
Apparently, Chuck Liddell's got a fight coming up. Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz are doing a exhibition.
A grandpa fight?
Well, yeah, they're not that. Chuck Liddell's got to be pretty old.
But they're old in terms of fighters.
I think they're probably 45 or something.
It's old for fighting.
Yeah, but they're doing a fight, and the thing is, they're doing the pre-fight mouth-offs, and Tito Ortiz is mouthing off
like he's a badass.
What do you haven't fought in 10 years? Like, just go out and just be like, yeah. But he's mouthing off, and then Chuck Liddell, who is clearly he's had some screws loose now. He can't really talk. He's not doing too good.
And he's gonna just jump in there and get his bean knocked around again.
Well, that's what happened to him. Like he was a guy that could take shots and deliver them really hard. Tito Ortiz was actually a really good fighter. Yeah. Like Tito was gonna just mop the floor with him. He's obviously
that's just gonna be bad news.
Gonna crush him. Yeah, it's gonna be horrible.
I'll watch. You guys want to watch it?
Of course,
of course. Yeah.
Carnage. That's the whole point of it. Like everyone's just like, oh, like this brutal. Like, yeah,
it's so
we're
sad.
watching it because it's brutal. That's the idea.
That's true. Yeah, you're watching people fight each other.
I don't want. I appreciate all the technique that goes into everything, and when you watch a guy really like,
man,
like Conor McGregor, you can watch him.
Yeah.
Like if you rewatch the fights, they'll be like, now watch Conor notices this guy, slips his right, and then moves his left too long, and you're like, wow, you actually watch him make that punch, and then the next time that guy makes that same move, Conor McGregor knocks him out.
You can feel the difference. Like if you watch it with somebody who's never watched it, they're like, why are they just rolling around on the ground? Like you watch it with somebody who knows it, and they're like, oh man, like he's almost got his arm free. He's almost got, like, and that's intense, right? So it all depends on who knows what's actually happening on the floor.
Which I guess just as I don't know, maybe in the microcosm I was in, a lot of my friends knew a lot of that stuff. I guess.
Growing up, if I watch it with Bruckmann, if I watch it with Gibson, like it's fun as hell. Yeah, he can give me the history of every fighter.
Same as those, like there's people that you listen to music with, like Mark, for example. He'll listen to a song, he'll be so into it. And he's like, no, check out this part, and he'll just start rocking out so hard. I was like, I guess I love this song now.
Yeah,
but I never would have.
Never would have noticed that.
No,
part.
I never would have listened to it to this degree. And like, so there's some people that can just
analyze
you up.
It.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's way better that way. By the way, I want to announce a rivalry we've decided to start. I have decided to start, but
rival what podcast?
A rival podcast. It's the Justin Bruckmann Adventure. That's our rival podcast. We're going right at him.
Right at him.
Fuck that guy with his goddamn chopped up gross ears and his shitty podcast with his 400 followers before he even recorded a podcast. This guy. I remember he made a Facebook post.
He's a local celebrity.
He's an Oshawa. He's the biggest celebrity Oshawa has.
Well, he's not even just local. Like he's a celebrity in pretty some other circles too. So.
He's Michael Bublé of Oshawa. He's the worst celebrity of all kind. Justin, we're coming for you. You're fucked.
Are we gonna have a Justin v. Justin fight? Because that'd be great.
Yeah, actually, I've challenged him that. But I get 2 hatchets. That's the deal.
Well, that's just ridiculous.
No, he'd still win.
He would probably
absolutely
only if we duct tape those to your hands. Like if you're not allowed to throw him, he'll kill you.
I just say I get 2 throws, and then I get my teeth knocked out of my head, and I wake up 20 years later in a coma. I gotta check that out actually because I haven't listened to his yet. I haven't listened to it. I'm dying to listen. He had Robin Black on.
Yeah, he was a big UFC guy for a long time.
I don't know if he's a big UFC guy. He was the
Robin
guy that
Black. Yeah,
but he was in the band.
Yeah,
Robin Black and the what's
and the whatevers.
Yeah.
But he was a big fighter for a while. He had a UFC fight.
I know he had a UFC fight, but he never got a title or
I don't
anything.
think he did.
So he never.
No. He had a fight and didn't do that well.
No,
from what I remember. But I think I watched that one with Gibson too.
Yeah. Yeah, he was fun. There's a really good, funny Jerry D interview and Robin Black where Jerry D was just antagonizing him like crazy. It's quite funny because
on Mr. D.
No, it was back when Jerry D, before the show Mr. D existed, Jerry D was on Sportsnet, and he would just go around like kind of making fun of athletes, doing funny interviews. And he went to Robin Black, and I guess Robin Black didn't know that Jerry D was a comedian.
Oh, okay.
And here's Jerry D just ripping on him, making fun of him. And Jerry D's talking about how he can take him so easily because he outweighs him by like 60 pounds. And like Robin
Black's not a big guy.
No, and he's like, yeah, you have 60 pounds of me, but I would kick your head off so easily. Like, you have no idea. He's like, yeah, whatever you say. You got painted fingernails, man. And he was just really ripping into him. And Robin Black is not taking any of it. He's getting really agitated. He has no idea. Or maybe he does, but he's still just having a bad day or something.
Yeah.
It's very, very funny stuff. Probably one of Jerry D's best interviews. So funny. And I've always, whenever I see Robin Black or something, I'm like, yeah, fucking, you got burned bad. You got burned really bad. But anyway, I mean, obviously I know he's a good guy. Justin had him on the show. He's had a lot of like, well, he's had some local celebrities on there. I think he's got a big one coming up too.
I'm totally down to check it out. I just never find time. I have such a list of podcasts I listen to now. And I just like.
And I'm listening to the same ones that are essentially. I'm listening to Your Mama's House and
what's that one? I haven't heard that one.
That's a comedian called Tom Segura, and his wife Christina Przinski, who are they're so funny, and basically they just get drip fed the stuff by the producer of obscure, dark internet videos of just nasty, gross people doing weird shit. Well, no, I mean not that bad, like. But just gross people doing gross stuff, or just silly things
like
happening.
Just morons, or
they're just people like soliciting sex online and shit like that. You're like, look at how hopeless they just laugh hysterically. It's so funny, and you don't even need to see the videos; you just hear the audio. And they're having such a great time. You can't help but have a good time too. So the thing is, it's the same episode every time. You heard one, you've heard them all, but I just keep going and going and going. So I don't know. I got to interject some Justin Bruckmann stuff in there, but motherfucker, we're coming for you. You're not going to make it through this shit.
No.
In fact, we're gonna entitle this one "Justin Bruckmann is a goddamn piece of shit."
It's not going to happen.
He's got fans everywhere. This fucking guy, if he puts up like, I remember he put up a picture on Facebook of a Starbucks coffee, just a cup of coffee, and he's like, it's one of those days, and it got like 400 likes.
It's awesome.
You're just holding up a cup of coffee. It wasn't even him in it. It was just the picture of the cup.
People like your Starbucks, I guess, man.
People like him a lot.
You know what?
He's a great guy. He deserves it. But I'm allowed to be jealous.
I went to Starbucks. Mm-hmm. This actually happened to me the other day. Normally, I'm like, fuck whatever, that place.
Yeah.
And I tried this new cold brew thing that they had, and it was actually like really good. Pours like a Guinness, basically. Pours out of a tap, so it comes out real cold. It's like a cold coffee, super tasty. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to go get one of those. Like, I'm going to treat myself. I think I'm worth it.
Yeah, that sounds horrific.
And I order it. I order it on the app.
Mm-hmm.
I go down to pick it up. They don't have it. And they're like, oh, we'll give you a cold whatever.
You got it on the app.
Cold coffee, like, or whatever. So I'm like, fuck, whatever. I'll take it.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, hey, wait, that thing that I got was it's like $5. I was going to treat myself to this like $5 fancy coffee. And this thing that they gave me was not even $3. And I was like, wait, fuck, that sucks. And someone I work with was like, oh, you know what? You should give him a call. So I give him a call. And the guy on the phone, super nice, told him what happened. He's like, that's not cool, man. He's like, go look at your balance. He's like, tell me what your balance is. And I was like on my card or whatever. I'm like, it's like $7, 14 cents. He's like, can you refresh it? I was like, okay, I refresh it. And it was like $27, 14. He just gave me $20.
Yeah, that's what they do. When I was working, I worked at Starbucks and I was like 15, 16. Yeah. And if if anyone has any complaint ever, if they even said like, wasn't enough whipped cream on that, or my whipped cream melted really quick, or it was too hot.
Yeah.
You just smack down a coupon, and it was for any free thing.
Free whatever the fuck you want.
But there was like $18 items behind the counter. If you wanted that for free, you got that. That coupon gets you anything.
Yeah.
I didn't have to stamp it, write anything.
My ex brought home stacks of those. I'm talking like 4-inch stacks of those.
What?
When she worked at Starbucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they said like it was suspicious if somebody had it. Write down their description if they always have one. Because people would steal the books.
Yeah.
Because that's I contemplated taking one when I was getting fired.
Oh, yeah. I had them, and the only thing she said was, she's like, just don't go to the same place over and over again.
Yeah.
And like that's not hard to do when there's Starbucks.
Yep.
You could go to this one on this corner and diagonally across, go to that one.
Yeah, well,
easy.
That's fine.
So we have something new to introduce. COMAGGEDDON.
Come and get it, COMAGGEDDON.
Come and get it, COMAGGEDDON.
Come and get it, COMAGGEDDON is a game we're going to start playing. We've tried to construct something here. We worked for a solid 20 minutes on this.
I think you're being exceptionally.
No. I put a slight amount of research in it. I had to look up all the continents of the world for this. So
you had to look that up.
No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't. No,
No?
I didn't. No,
All right.
no, it's fine. What I had to look up was the border.
You wrote down Atlantis. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. I had to look up the border of Asia, the Asian continent, to the European continent. I need to know where, like.
There's nothing there. I don't even know it's there, though.
No, that's the thing. There's actually called. There's called a European. What was it? Russian Europea or something like that, but Europea.
Eurasia.
I don't know, but there's a border there that I had to distinguish so that I didn't pick some of the wrong
Eurasian
countries.
border?
Yeah,
Eurasia's something.
Eurasia. That sounds familiar. I don't know. Well, either way, that's far beside the
So
point.
what we're gonna do? This is the
Yeah.
way the game's gonna work. It's not really.
I'm gonna grab a beer while
game.
you tell everybody. I'm gonna grab the beer. Okay.
Oh, let's pause.
Okay. Pause.
All right.
And we're back.
Yeah. If you didn't do that, I was gonna cut it so nobody even knew it happened.
Well, then you
but
still cut this out
it might happen.
Right.
So the way this is gonna work.
because we took a big writing break. I had
Took a little rain. We
I had 7 beers.
crashed a couple beers, crashed a
Yeah,
couple
man.
snacks,
Oh yeah, drained some cans.
drained some, did some fucking keg stands. I wish.
No,
More people gotta have kegs.
I'll have a keg next summer. I promise.
You're just gonna have a keg just hanging around?
No, I'll have a keg party next summer.
A keg party.
I'll have something.
Well, that's a good call. Yeah. So yeah, COMAGGEDDON.
Come
and get it.
Come and get it.
Come and get it.
Come again.
Come again.
Come and get it.
COMAGGEDDON.
So the idea is
It's a working title.
It's a work. Come and get it. Come again. Come again.
COMAGGEDDON. Basically, the way this is going to work is we have made lists of some scenarios.
And we've made a random generator. That's what I like.
Wow, we didn't invent the dice. We're going to use dice.
Yeah, it's still a random generator. We made the scenarios.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Like, I guess the whole thing is a random generator.
We've made an apocalyptic random generator.
We've written down lists of equipment
Mm-hmm.
that you will have. We've written down a list of locations.
Mm-hmm.
And we have written down a list of scenarios in which the world is fucked.
I wish the equipment at the end. We'll do the equipment at the very end because that's gonna be the funniest.
I'm going to get you to roll all of them, and then I'm going to set your scenario.
Well, you're not.
Oh, I'm gonna read this to you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna set the scene, and then we're gonna find out what you do next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not in on this together.
Well, no, like you could. I'll interject my opinion of it.
Okay.
We could do another one after, maybe.
We could just be one being. How about we can just be one being?
I want to know what you would do in that situation, and I will tell you if you're right or not.
Yeah, that sounds great. In this hypothetical situation, you're wrong.
No, you're an idiot. No,
over
not
and over
fucking not cool, man. That would never work.
Well, welcome to Apocalypto.
So, the first thing we're gonna get you to roll some dice, and we might skip from here to the spot that
you might because
once we've rolled.
Well, we might have fun doing this. But
This might be kind of boring.
Yeah, I don't know. Who
But
knows?
we're gonna roll some shit right now. So the first thing we're gonna roll is you're gonna roll the year, which we've got 10 different years in time, which means, and I'm a huge D&D nerd in case anyone doesn't know that already. So I've got a whole slew of dice here.
And I am not.
You still own a D20. This is your D10.
I found that in the gutter. I really
Found it in the
did.
gutter, right?
It was in the, it was in
I
the
don't
gutter.
want you to know what you've got here until I read it to you.
Oh, that's
why.
cool. All right.
So I'm gonna read you all the scenarios at once.
All right. What side of die do I have here?
You have a 10-sided die.
10-sided. These are cool, man. All right.
All right. Yeah, they're frosted.
That's because that's what I was calling. More the geometry I was excited about. But anyway.
That's a D10. You get one roll. Shake it up good.
All right, buddy. Here we go.
Yeah.
That's an 8.
Beauty. All right.
Oh, you're not going to tell me until the end?
I'm not telling you. No, I'm not telling you, man. I'm gonna read this out to you.
Okay. All right. Deal.
All
What am I
right.
rolling next year?
You are now gonna roll the continent in which you will wake up from your coma.
All right. That's a 3.
You got it. All right. So, what I need to also get is the location of within that continent. And
Right.
I've got these written down here.
Right. For the record, I did a lot of work on this too.
You did do a lot. You did a ton of work.
Yeah.
You made the lists here.
You ready? Oh, he's got to number things.
Yeah.
Just for his own sake. He couldn't just count down.
Well, I know, because we fucked up some shit by when we were doing that other stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, you need to roll a 6-sided die. That's this one.
Oh, gotcha.
That one's an easy
Oh,
one.
yeah. The old
The classic.
Yeah. That's a 3, baby.
All right. Roll. No, hold on.
Yeah.
I think, and then we need the 20-sided die. This is the big one.
Oh, is that it?
You're now rolling. You're rolling for. Oh wait, no, 12. There you go. This is for your equipment.
Oh dear, equipment. I was actually okay. Anyway, tell me the equipment last.
Oh yeah. No, I'm gonna tell you. That last.
That's a 12. That's gonna be bad actually, because I know that's gonna be one of yours.
It is one of mine. All right. And the last thing you're going to roll is a D20 to find out what scenario you will have to wake up in.
The scenarios we've stolen from lots
There's a few
of
movies. Yeah, we got some invented ones.
Yeah, I made a couple up. We'll find out how we go here. What are we rolling here? Come on, werewolves.
All right.
That
was a 3.
That was 3. That's probably one of mine. One of my boring ones, because I didn't know you were going to be funny. I wrote up a bunch of like realistic ones, and then Smith writes up a bunch of.
I wanted to entertain people.
Fantasy.
I don't know why you're doing this, but
yeah, I don't know. I didn't realize it was going to be. I didn't.
What'd you think it was?
I don't know. I thought I'd keep it realistic so we'd actually have discussions, but I didn't think it could have been funny too. I forgot that we were trying to entertain people, I suppose.
It's listed under comedy. I say we could at least try. I'm not saying we are funny, but we could at least try.
Oh, I'm saying it. I'm saying I'm funny. That's that. Ain't no getting around it now. I am goddamn hilarious. So what do we got here, Smee?
All right. So I'm gonna set the scene.
Oh, should we put in some dramatic music in the background?
It's gonna start here.
Okay.
I'll write it later.
Oh, I like that.
Ooh,
wow.
It's very ominous.
It should be yakety sax.
Yeah, it might be this set of equipment you got.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it does.
Equipment is last though.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't you worry.
Okay. So the year is.
You ready?
Ready.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the very first ever COMAGGEDDON. Justin McDonald. He wakes up. It is the year 1807. He's in a small town in India. He doesn't know how long he's been asleep for. He wakes up in this room. It's desolate. He can hear the wind rustling outside. He's sweating profusely. He gets up. He sees a window and looks out the window. There's lava everywhere. He can see in the skies that there's ash everywhere. It is dark. There's no sunlight at all. He's worried. So he looks around the room, and all that he can find is some roller skates. There's a pool noodle in the corner. It's heavily used. He turns around, kind of scared, because there's somebody else in the room with him. And that person hands him the first ever jetpack prototype of the 1800s. And wildly enough, it's time traveler Gilbert Godfrey who hands it to him.
Nate. Wait, you gotta take this with you. I can't do a Gilbert Godfrey. Take this with you. You're gonna need it.
There's lava everywhere.
There's lava. It's been a super volcano. I was in Problem Child.
Super volcanoes everywhere. Ow.
So the year is
What do you do next?
1807. It's 1807.
I said 1800s. I figured I'd spice it up a bit.
So I still managed to get myself a pool noodle. Oh, wait. There's a time traveling Gilbert
There's an
Godfrey.
ode to some friends of mine who wrote a song called "All I Need Is a Jetpack and Roller Skates." So you have a pair of roller skates. You've got a jetpack.
Yeah.
A new friend, your only friend, Gilbert Godfrey.
Is he sticking with me, or is he going back?
Well, this is what do you do next?
Well, there's been a super volcano.
Yes.
I'm guessing is this
Multiple.
Yeah. The globally
Global super
all
volcanoes.
Any and all volcanoes.
It's hot
have
as
erupted.
fuck.
Yeah, it is stinky out there. There's ash everywhere, and I am. Am I to assume I'm in a hospital of some sort, or am I waking up from a coma?
You're waking up from a coma. You're in a small room. It's like a shack. In India, small town in India.
Oh yeah, like a corrugated steel shack.
Yeah,
and I'm in a small town in India. You know, on the lesser populated areas of India.
Yes, yeah, you're in no sort of a shrine right now.
Right. So I'm in like a slum dog area possibly. Ooh, nice. The first thing I do, Jesus, I guess I try to find some clothes. I guess I'm going to try to find some clothes right away.
There's a couple dressers around.
I'm going to crack those open. What am I going to find?
Some fine Indian garb.
Yeah.
Fine linens.
It's going to be traditional robes out there.
High thread counts.
Nothing very, nice.
Yeah.
Nothing very
It's
protective.
very comfortable.
Is it comfortable?
And it's breezy. Like it's flowing.
No good footwear, though.
That clothing's made for the heat, so you're doing all right.
Made for the heat.
It's hot, though.
I'm still going to need some footwear here. And
there's lava out there.
Yeah, I'm not going to be any combat boots. And lava's not going to help. I mean, no boots are going to help with lava.
Yeah.
But you got to get around.
You got to try to get around. It's not everywhere, but you can see it. You can see it in the hills.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that's nasty.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to get around here. I'm going to just go ahead and I'm going to send Gilbert back. After he informs me that there's a super volcano and I got to get out of... I got to get out of Dodge. I got to start moving around.
You got to start moving. Where do you want to head to first? What's your first thought?
Well, I'm going to head for water. Because, land is bad.
Land's bad.
Nothing's good on land right now. I'm going to head for water. And if I'm in India, to my understanding, I'm going to head south.
My geography's terrible, but that sounds right to me.
Yes, India, yeah. Well, there's the Indian Ocean, right? So I got to head south.
Yeah, that's true.
To get there. Now, I got to learn how to orientate myself.
Mm-hmm.
That's number one. With a super volcano, I'm going to imagine most of any like cell phone towers, everything's going to be out. So there's no using a phone to navigate.
Yeah, no. Well, it's also the 1800s.
Oh shit! Oh God.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to rub a piece of silk on a piece of iron, and then I'm going to float it on a leaf in the water, and I'm going to watch the piece of iron point to magnetic north, and then
where are you getting this needle and silk?
That's just an old survival tip, buddy. That was in.
You just kept that. You keep that on you at all times.
You know who did it? That was Anthony Hopkins. Did it in The Edge, but I did know that from.
Yeah, I know that works, but like, do you just keep that in your wallet in case?
No, I just find a piece of iron. I got to find something reasonable. Like
you probably find a piece of metal. Yeah,
like a needle somewhere. Like a needle would be ideal.
Yeah,
but it has to have a bulbous end on one end. Anyway, put on a leaf, put in some water, find out where south is.
Yeah,
because Gilbert has told me what super volcanoes are going on. And I'm going like, I'm deducing.
That's all he knows. He doesn't know much more. He woke up like 20 minutes before you.
I get my robes.
He's brought you back to life.
I get my robes. I got my pool noodle, my roller skates, and my jetpack.
Yeah,
not so bad.
So bad.
Do I have with my jetpack? Do I have like a Rocketeer helmet?
This is the first ever jetpack. It's a prototype. It's the 1800s.
Mm-hmm.
So it's it's a steampunk. Yeah,
run on kerosene and steam.
Yeah, it's very shoddy craftsmanship, but it works.
So it lifts me into the air.
Not very high, but it'll make you go fast.
4 feet? Okay,
it'll make you go fast. You got roller skates, so like you can book it.
Yeah, but okay. But my question was, do I get like a Rocketeer helmet? Can I steer with my helmet?
Steer with your helmet?
The Rocketeer.
Yeah, I remember that.
He could steer with his helmet. That's how they learned how to. That's why he had the wing.
Oh, that
wings
fin.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's like he was out of control.
There's no helmet. You don't find a helmet.
That's not good. How do I steer this thing anyway? Maybe
it's nowhere near as capable as the Rocketeer's jetpack, and much less stable.
Oh, jeez. So I'm not relying on this thing.
No.
So I leave it.
Yeah, really?
No, I'll keep it.
You wouldn't risk it. You wouldn't
I'm gonna wear
it.
it. I mean,
there's not much else to go for. You might as well give it a go.
I'm gonna keep it for emergencies. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna blow out the door and head south on it. I'm gonna walk out.
Yeah.
So I walk out the door. I got roller skates in hand. I'm wearing some sandals that I found.
3 people see that you have a jetpack and they scream, "This motherfucker's got a jetpack!"
Right away?
Right away.
Bam, activated. I'm 30 feet in the air. Right?
Yeah.
And I've already figured out magnetic north, so I'm heading south. I'm going.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going on that path. I'm going to make it. I'm going to do pretty good, I think. I'm going to make it about 400 feet.
You don't have many ways to steer it, but yeah, okay.
I'm going to make about 400 feet, and I land in the nearest field, the nearest clearing that I can find.
Nearest clearing you can find.
In India, which I'm not going to, I don't know, I'm hard-pressed to find. So I find some railroad tracks, and I land around there.
You biff it down there.
And with my roller skates on, which I applied in the air.
You try to just put them right down on the rails?
I put them down on the rails.
That's smart.
I put them down on the rails. I do a bit of I'm pretty liberal.
You know what? You might be smart to just take the jetpack along the railway.
It's still running.
Yeah.
As I land gracefully on the railroads.
Take the first railway south.
Heading south on my roller skates, which fit very nicely on the tracks, and I'm heading south. Doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good.
I can see it. It's like that's pretty wide railway tracks, but like you're just doing the splits. You're limber. You're limber enough.
I think railroad tracks. I'm going to put them at 3.5 feet wide. That's what my estimate.
I'm not saying you can't reach it, but it's not comfortable.
No. My groin is letting me know.
You have to take breaks
because I'm bending forward the whole time to point the jetpack in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Heading south. I make it to the coast. In 7.5 hours of that exact, I hold that position for 7.5 hours.
I bet you it takes you a full day. It takes you that full day to get there. It's nighttime.
Yeah,
you're on the coast.
What area of India was I in? Did I? Oh, India.
The way we had it was Asia, and then we rolled India.
Okay, gotcha.
So I mean, you were in Jakarta.
It's pretty big. Thank you. I didn't know
that's India, right?
I've heard of it. So yeah, made it. I'm at the coast.
Show me Jakarta on a map.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not going to look good.
All right.
I bet you that's going to be a coastal city anyway.
Well, we're about to find out. I just got to zoom out a bit. I got central Jakarta here.
Mm.
Oh, let me tell you how fucked you are.
7.5 hours from the coast, though?
It would have been way less if you went north.
What? Zoom out more. Come on. What's going on with India here? Oh, that was an island.
Maybe that's not even India.
Yeah, now you screwed up.
Yeah, maybe. I've freely admitted that I'm not good.
That's fine.
I don't know, man. What is Jakarta?
Well, why don't you zoom out some more? Wouldn't it tell you if you just zoomed out some more?
Maybe that is a country.
Yeah, probably. Didn't Indiana Jones go there?
Malaysia.
Oh,
there's India. Yeah, it depends on where you are.
I'm in a small town called Jakarta. It's named after the country of Jakarta, but I'm in India.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. If you went south from any of these places, you're going to hit it. So you're good.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're in New Delhi, you're looking a long fucking trek, but yeah.
All right. So should we roll the dice on what happened with my demographic? We're not doing demographics, so I'm not rich or nothing?
No. Money doesn't mean fuck if this is happening.
I guess so. What's the population out in the world right now? Are we decimated? Did we do that?
Yeah, I'd say that if that happens, like, it's not decimated, but if we were at 1800s.
Oh, yeah.
What were we at then? Maybe 3 billion?
Population of the world in the 1800s? Well, I don't know. I don't know when the last, was it the Black Plague or whatever it was?
What was the population in the 1800s?
The Spanish flu. All that stuff. The Spanish flu had hit not so long around then too, right? It took out I think it was like 2/3 of the world's population.
Yeah, it doesn't even tell me. It's all about U.S., man. Everything's always about U.S. So it's annoying.
Google.
Somebody wants to tweet me on that one. Let me know. That'd be great.
Yeah, well, it's the old West.
It's the old West,
and I'm in India.
And you're in India.
Yeah,
I think that's great. Like, I think that's a good head south. You get to the water. What do you do when you hit the water, though? Steal a boat?
Yes, but I'm going to need something to trade. I'm going to need supplies. I'm going to need food and water.
You don't have much, man.
I don't have much.
Nobody wants your shitty-ass jetpack. You
started me out. Well, I think my jetpack is going to be pretty sought after here.
Really?
That's exactly what I'm going to do. So here's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to trade my my jetpack
on the black market.
And trade. Well, I'm just going to trade at the shore. There's going to be all
India.
sorts. There's going to be a lot of bazaars down there and everything.
It's still operating.
They're
not running screaming
because
of the volcanoes.
No, I just got there.
Are you still open? Yeah. Just this super volcanoes, whatever.
There's going to be somebody
business
trading
first.
No, it's going to be some like pop-eyed guy like, what do you need? And I'm going to be trading for stuff, right? But I'm only going to trade for the basics.
Yeah, if this is a LucasArts game, you'll find that guy.
Yeah. So I'm going to be booking passage. But I am going to book for a lot of stuff. I'm like, I got a jetpack, one of a kind. I'm basically from the future right now. And I got to get out of here. But what I need is a whole bunch of Indian supplies, stuff like that, like tea.
Some rice.
India's famous for their tea and their rice, their spices.
Spices.
Number one was their spices, right? So I'm going to trade for all their spice, like just barrels of the stuff.
So you get like 6 different barrels of spices. Like you get, I'd say three barrels of rice, a couple different like pots of spices.
Barrels
of spice.
I'm getting all kinds of turmeric and
turmeric. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, is it turmeric? Yeah, we had that discussion last week with a friend of mine. I thought it was turmeric.
No, I don't think it is.
Nah, I don't care. So I'm getting all that orange shit, all their orange spices, getting all that stuff.
Colors, but yeah.
Yeah. And
some delicious ass curry.
But I also need because obviously I'm going to have all this gear with me.
Yeah.
My jetpack is also going to solicit me a means of self-protection. So I'm going to ask for a gun of some kind. Now it's
that's
the 1800s,
probably a good call.
So I'm going to get like a Smith & Wesson 6-shooter.
Yeah. Is that around in the 1800s? They had guns back then, right?
Yeah, it's the old West. I'm going to say maybe not the revolver.
Yeah.
But I'm going to have a gun.
Rifle, at least.
I'm going to have some sort of gun.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm trading for. So I'm trading for spices, survival supplies.
Do you think a shoddy jetpack will get you that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think in the 1800s, I think that's fair.
Yes, I think that would. I could go in there and buy a boat for this, and all I'm asking for is passage, protection, and supplies.
Passage on a boat
to trade. Yes.
Headed where? Where do you think a boat would be going?
I'm gonna head to.
Or does it end up being almost a water world? Because you have to wait it out. You have to wait out this volcano business.
Yeah, the volcano business is bad because there's no sun.
Yeah.
Right. You're hurting. You're in ash country. You know, everyone's hurting. Everyone's hurting for sunlight. This is borderline ice age.
Yeah.
Right. It's much. It's not unlike if a comet hit the Earth. A volcano. This can happen. I just wish it wasn't in the 1800s. I think.
Yeah, like if you get a boat, it's not like you're getting a fucking yacht.
Now, if
you're not hanging with P. Diddy on a fucking yacht.
No, this is not. Yeah, there's not a white tux party going on there.
I like how you brought the mic closer, but then talked.
Oh, then I talked to this. Sorry, I was looking for longingly and contemplating.
I like it. You're putting a lot of thought into it.
But now I think I'm gonna head to I'm gonna head southeast. To like maybe the Polynesian continents, say Tasmania. I'm gonna head over there because those islands are small. I don't think they're gonna have
like southeast of Australia.
There'd be nothing southeast of Australia.
I thought that's where Tasmania was.
No, Tasmania's northeast of Australia. But I'm heading towards the Polynesian continents and all that stuff.
All right, yeah.
I'm gonna assume, with my limited knowledge, and I've booked passage with. That those are going to be a safe place to go, right?
I mean, smaller islands, maybe there's no volcanoes going off there.
Sure. Yeah. And I'm going to set up, when I arrive, I'm going to set up with my spices and silk, all that stuff that I brought over there. I'm going to say, like, I'm going to need a home. I'm going to arrive. It's going to be safe. It's going to be real stuff, real good. And then I'm going to set up a trading route. And I'm going to be a new, what is it called? An Ogalark. I'm going to become an Ogalark of the Polynesian Islands.
I don't know what an Ogalark is.
It's someone who is in the government unofficially because of how rich they are. And I'm going to end up running the Polynesian Islands.
You might become king of a Polynesian island.
Oh, because of my rocket pack.
All because of a jetpack.
All because of a jetpack in the 1800s. And that's what got me there.
I shouldn't have put it on there. Now you're rich.
Yeah, well.
And post super volcano.
I got my own ship. I got all this stuff. I mean, this is best case scenario. I'd be doing way better and this nonsense I'm doing right now. And that was an easy one.
That sounds like it was an easy time.
Except there's no sunlight, and, the air is poisonous.
Yeah, that part all sucks.
Yeah, but I'll just, I'll have a bunker and stuff. It'll be cool.
Should we roll another one?
Yeah, but this one's for you. This one's for you. Is it for me every time?
All right. No. I'll do one.
Okay. All right. Let me see here.
All right.
Let me see. You were really good at this. Let me see what I can do for you.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah, I'm not going to be very good at this. All right. So.
All right.
Let's go ahead and roll the... Oh, jeez. Okay. All right. I got you.
You figured out what I did?
Yeah.
I think I started with these ones at the top.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a 6-sided die, please.
I think
we're
that's
good to go.
The rolling's commenced.
Okay. All right. So I'm talking to the mic here again. Sorry, it's a lot of work.
That's why I'm going to make it a nice sheet so we can...
You were way better at this. Okay. Anyway.
You don't have to say. I just figured it'd be nice to set it.
That's fine. Cue the music. All right. The year is 1850. Michael wakes up in a hospital in... This is really hard, man. In the Asian continent, in a country known as Mongolia.
Oh, fuck.
Not a good scenario so far. An absolute disaster has hit the world as of right now. In 1850, when we were just developing nuclear technology, we have nuclear fallout. Which means World War II has gone all out. The Industrial Revolution has proven to produce nuclear warheads all across the Earth. The small amount of nuclear power that has existed at that time has now
country action everywhere.
all melted down. It's a bad scene. It's a very, very bad scene. It's not unlike a global volcanic explosion, except now you have added radiation.
It's like the video game Fallout for all you nerds out there.
You have radiation as a very, very serious threat now.
Yeah.
Going outside would be very devastating.
Yeah.
You would basically need to find underground
crazy
shelter.
Suits.
Yeah.
You need some like radioactive suits.
You will need just that alone. Now, your equipment, sir.
So I wake up in a hospital bed.
You wake up in a hospital bed in the 1850s.
In the 1850s.
Yes. And your... apologize. I'm just trying to find... Oh, here we go. Okay. And I believe you're older than 9. Maybe
No,
I didn't
3.
mark it down. Oh, 3? Oh, I'm sorry. Thank you. You have a toolbox, a knife, and full winter gear. Actually, not so bad for nuclear fallout. Not so bad.
Winter gear, eh?
Full winter gear.
And a toolbox.
And a toolbox. Not so bad. Not
so I
so
wake
bad.
hospital bed.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. Now, there's been... Now, let's say you've been in the hospital bed. It's been 6 months since the disaster struck. We'll go with that, okay?
Yeah.
All right? Because
So it's been a bit of time. It's
been a
not
bit of
extreme. I'm somehow still alive.
the bombs have gone off, but you were in the sheltered bunker of the hospital.
I was in like the basement of the hospital.
Yeah, but it's going down fast. There's an attack on the hospital. People are trying to get in because they see it.
So I can hear people.
You can hear people. That's what stirred you awake. They want in,
Yeah.
and they're wanting for supplies. And it's best you get the fuck out of Dodge because this is gonna get dangerous fast.
Like, they're hammering to get into this bunker?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that's just going to fuck everybody.
Yes, and there's gonna be delta form radiation on them, or sorry, beta form radiation on them, which particulate radiation.
It's going to take me out.
It's gonna take you out. You need to find a way to get covered up, secured, and out of there.
All right. Toolbox. Fully stacked?
Fully stacked, man. I can't name a thing you don't have in there.
All right. So this is like mechanic, like full stack.
You have a full Mastercraft red toolbox, 5 foot high.
All right. I start going through looking for some tape.
Yeah, not bad.
I'm going full duct tape.
Not a bad call.
Going full duct tape.
Mm-hmm.
I put on the winter snowsuit.
Not bad.
I put on the winter snowsuit. Is there boots on this thing?
Yeah, you have full winter gear.
Full winter gear.
You have
All
full
right.
winter gear.
So I got the winter boots. I got the full snowsuit. I'm imagining a nice neon one piece. Like,
Oh, yeah.
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 Like that dickhead Texan guy who, like, I'm picturing that. He's got some sort of neon.
Oh,
green
from the
and
previous
pink.
podcast. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No cowboy hats and cigars.
That's called a callback.
Yeah. Well done.
But yeah, I'm putting that on. I'm zipping it up from the knee right to the nape, and so I pull that on. I get my boots on, and I'm duct taping everything shut.
Yeah.
Like I'm wrapping myself in silver duct tape as much as I can.
Not an inch of you exposed. Not a seam. Nothing.
No seam. No nothing. I'm covering myself on that.
You got to.
I don't even know if that's how radiation works, or if this will even stop it.
Beta form. That will stop it, but you still got to breathe, right? You got to be able to breathe outside.
So, because you can breathe in radiation.
Oh yeah, but the beta form, it's particulate, so it's on every dust. It's on every particle of dust. Everything is radiated. So you breathe that in. You don't
full
have
winter gear. I got the scarf around my face.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, not that it can do a ton for for radiation.
You're gonna need a breathing apparatus.
What else do I got? I got full winter gear. Yeah. I got a toolbox,
and you got a knife.
And a knife. There's like 6 knives in the toolbox.
No, okay, well, let's call it a machete then. Let's be a little generous with you.
That's not a knife. So it's a knife according to Australians.
Nicely spoonsy before. But pick a knife of your choice. That's
I got Dundee's knife. All right.
Yeah.
So that's good. That's protection, and I'm going to keep that for protection when these fucking ding-dongs get through the door.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm in a hospital bunker.
You're in a hospital bunker, but there's a few points of egress here. You can get out several ways before threatening your own safety. You can get out of here.
I can get out of there. I can get out of there other than the front door.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of ways to get out. There's got
probably a filtration system. There's some ducts.
Windows, you're underground,
okay.
But you can crawl, say, a basement window. There's lots.
All right, then
choose your way out.
The other thing that I'm doing, so I'm also going to, I'm going to see if I can hastily construct using the knife.
Yeah.
Even if I can find like a can of something.
Yeah.
I wanna stuff I'm gonna stuff my sock into that can, and I'm gonna try to makeshift like a mask over my face with that.
Maybe wet it as best you can.
I'm gonna soak a rag, get it in that can, put it over my face, over my nose, just so I can make sure I'm breathing the least amount of dangerous.
You know what you do? You pee in it.
That's good for radiation.
Get the ammonia in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does that counteract it?
I think they did it for mustard gas. I know that. That was chlorine gas, so they did in World War I.
Something like acids and bases and all that shit.
What do I know? But apparently,
our friends who all work at the nuclear power plant are all just like, you're an idiot.
Yeah, you might want to take some nitro pills while you're there. I think it's zinc pills or nitro pills while you're in the hospital.
Yeah, zinc pills. No, David Cross talked about that.
Is that what
it's like? Yeah. Nuclear fallout. It's very
it
dry.
Comes with a nickel and a prayer.
Yeah, it comes with a nickel and a prayer and a jet ski. That's why it's $3,500. And so I wake up. I'm in Mongolia.
Yeah, not a good spot.
Not a good spot to
be. If you'd like to look it up on your map briefly, there, you are landlocked, sir.
Yeah, that's really bad. Which is crazy to me that Mongolia would be even something.
Yeah, you're in deep shit.
Like the first 4 things are all different locations for Mongolian grills.
Well, so when I picked the when I picked all the areas for the continents, I would pick the coastals, and then one bad luck one would be central. Yeah, because you never want to be central in a disaster.
I mean, I'd probably. You know what's crazy though is that might not be that bad of a place. Like, I mean, nuclear fallout, sure, it's going to be terrible the whole world over, but like, it's not really near anything that probably got hit. I'd probably head more inland, to be honest, because like, you're going to head into like.
You might not be wrong about that.
Head into Russia.
I'm not going to give you any more.
Northeast into Russia, north of Kazakhstan. Get right up in there. Find some lake.
Yeah.
Find an old lake, because like the other options are to go near to go into China and Tokyo, like
Tokyo. It's
Japan.
Quick pop over to Tokyo.
Yeah,
from Mongolia.
Well, it's not quick or anything, but like that's where you'd head.
That'd be a life. That would literally take you like 20 years on foot to get from Mongolia to Japan.
Oh yeah, no shit. It's 1850. Yeah, I know I'm fucked.
Yeah. But you did good otherwise.
Yeah, I'd get out of there. I don't think I'd have much time.
I just think you were lucky that you found the only few rolls of duct tape in the 1850s to ever exist.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, it's a fantasy. I give you a jetpack.
Yeah, that was generous. We may have
Full Mastercraft
we had to
floated
poke some holes
toolbox.
at
Yeah. I go back to Canadian Tire. I trade a few of the tools in for more duct tape. The lady gives me a hard time.
No, you got to make it though. I mean,
I think I would go try to find a lake. I would build like a cave or dig a hole into like the side of a fucking hill.
it's not a
Try
bad
to get
idea.
underground.
Yeah,
Build my own bunker. And if I die before that happens, I'm done for.
Yeah.
But that's it. Like, there's not many options.
yeah. So I'm gonna give you a grade of F plus.
I think I still have a chance.
F plus.
I think I still have a chance.
I'm afraid you died on the walk up to Romania. You never made it. You never made it.
No?
No, you didn't. You didn't find any rubber or shower curtain or anything to actually.
It's 1850.
I'm sorry, but you had to find something that was actually plastic. Your winter gear slowly let the radiation pour through everything you had, and you died very quickly.
I think the duct tape would work, man.
No, I'm sorry. It didn't work out. It just didn't work out for you. Your breathing apparatus failed very quickly. You weren't able to dig anything. It says on the papers here. I'm looking at the papers.
The results are in.
The results are in. I'm sorry. You got an F plus. You did not make it. You did not.
I don't
survive.
think that's worth an F. I think that's a terrible grade. But
Well, if you die within the first year,
but you can't say that would. I think I would. I think I'm doing better than those other peasants banging down the door.
oh no, they did pretty good. They got into the bunker and they lasted a long time. Most of them died like foraging and stuff, but they
And I left in a pretty good makeshift suit, man.
yeah, it wasn't bad. You got out. You did pretty good, but the 20 or so that got in, they killed a lot of each other. So there's like 6 or 7 that survived. They lived a long, prosperous life. They're still going on really nicely. They're doing really good. In fact, their son's in law school right now. So he's gonna break the bar in about a month and a half. He's doing great.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So no, you didn't make it.
You
died halfway to Romania with the idea that you were gonna dig a hole in the side of a mountain.
What else are you gonna do?
I don't know.
How do you make it?
I don't know if one man is gonna dig a hole in the side of a mountain.
I didn't have a jetpack.
You didn't make it. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry you didn't make it.
Yeah. Well,
It was really good though. You made a valiant effort, and you survived for about 2.5 months. I'll put
I had
you
a toolbox with knives and a knife.
Hey man, a knife is not a tool. Like you might have an X-Acto blade in there.
Same shit.
Wow, like a buck knife is not a tool, right? You got a big, nasty buck knife, which it's right next to the
weapon.
hammer and the hacksaw. No, that's a sidearm. That's a weapon. That's a self-defense weapon. So
Yeah.
you had a nice knife.
Well, if those guys came on me, that'd be it.
Yeah, and luckily you got out of there just in time. I mean, I was generous.
I didn't have
with you
to
on that,
use the buck knife.
It didn't work out for you. It didn't work out today. Do we have any closing music for our apocalyptic scenarios?
I don't know if we have any to open it up yet, but
But you're gonna interject it.
I'll try to figure that out. Maybe that's what I'll do on Sunday.
Maybe before we release this, we'll have some music ready. I got a uke right there. I got a makeshift drum kit in the other room too. We can record something now. But
I'll record some shit. I'll record something.
yeah, it's trying to make
COMAGGEDDON.
Come and get it.
COMAGGEDDON.
Come and get it. COMAGGEDDON.
Come and get it. COMAGGEDDON.
Sorry, come again.
We'll see what the feedback is on this, and we'll play another round next time.
Yeah.
We'll fill in those spots that we use so that we have some new scenarios and equipment every time.
Yeah, I like how I got an A+ on that. I ended up being very successful. I totally made it.
You're the only judge.
No, you were the judge of mine, and you seemed
You did all right.
Yeah.
You did all right.
I ended up as a complete...
You had a better situation than I did.
I started with a jetpack. You started, I mean, you didn't have a lot of options.
You had a very
there.
fruitful future ahead of you with that jetpack.
Yeah. According to my several wives, yes, I was doing pretty good.
Yeah.
No. Started a basic colony.
The McDonald's.
Yeah. No, we changed it. We changed it up.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I had to change I let them keep their maiden names so as to allow inbreeding.
To allow... Oh, okay.
Because I didn't want, I mean, it's fine.
You prefer that.
Well, yeah, I think it's not as damaging once you get like 2 generations apart. It probably isn't that bad.
Yeah, science hasn't said otherwise.
No, I think they do, but I mean, who cares?
All right, there's the truth.
Who gives a shit?
And who gives a shit?
And inbreeding exists a lot, man. There's a lot of those smaller states in the U.S., like even like the coal mining states, where there's like these cities, these small communities start with like 60 people.
Oh, yeah.
That's inbreeding, man. Dude, you can't avoid that shit.
I'm sure it's in a lot of places.
When these places started in the 1940s. That's 3 generations right there. You think there's no cousin fucking going on? Accidental cousin fucking?
Accidental cousin.
There's intentional cousin fucking. I seen it on, I think it was Intervention.
Or at least accepted.
Well, no, which one was it? There's an American gypsy show, because they were doing the British gypsies show. So they started showing American gypsies, yeah. And just like, we got the same grandfather, but we're in love, and
that shit's fucking weird, man.
Yeah, sad.
I mean, if you're in a small town, I guess they kind of just like, well, what else am I got? I just be like,
get that kid a fucking bus ticket, man. That's what you,
you
owe that kid. Like, we're gonna.
But they don't have the brains to make that happen. I feel like
no, because they accept it because they probably have the same. Their parents have the same grandfather too. Shit like that.
Earlier today, you asked me if I was going to watch a movie, but I didn't ask what movie.
I didn't specify one. I didn't ask either. Like I didn't. Think
you didn't actually think of one.
No, because I thought about maybe a movie that we both haven't seen. Now this is an actual problem with me. There's very few movies I haven't seen at this point.
Oh, really?
There isn't anything like if it's been in a box office, I've seen it.
Right.
It's bad. It's not a good thing.
You go to the theaters that much? Or?
No, I just watch everything at home now. But if any major blockbuster I've seen, and the only thing I haven't seen is horror movies. And I think with horror movies, I don't have anything to discuss.
I do want to see that Jack Black movie.
Oh, the one with the clock on the walls or something? The house with the clock on the walls? Sorry.
Yeah.
Is it actually scary or something?
I heard I saw a review of somebody, or somebody posted about it, something that said that it was like a introduction to horror or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might check it out.
It's never going to scare
I like
me.
Jack Black, though.
I love Jack Black. But
I heard he's very serious in it, though. Like, not... You know how, like...
He's a great actor. He's a great guy.
You know, he was in, like, King Kong, and he was, like, kind of serious?
He's been in other serious roles.
But, like, he played the comedic role. So I was like, in this, apparently, he's super serious.
Okay. Well, he's been... I think he's been in other serious roles. Hasn't he been... Maybe romantic comedies or something. Which is isn't very serious.
Semi-serious more. Even School of Rock's kind of serious. All right, we're gonna call it.
Signaling a piss. I really got piss. He's ignoring my. I'm doing the hands.
I can tell because you can't stay close to the mic. You can't move. You're fidgeting. Like you're in so much pain.
Dude, you fucking stop talking about this pasta thing.
And no, I just fucking love it because it's actually like pretty fun to watch.
Writhing.
I'm Mike Smith.
No, we're not calling it.
Why not?
I'm Justin McDonald.
This is never going to work.